Here's how it looks for C Phrygian Sus. We're going to play the root in our left hand, then we're going to play this in our right hand. I'm playing the flat second, the fourth, the fifth, and the root. A very Eastern sounding chord. Now, why is it called the Phrygian Sus chord? Well, the Phrygian scale is basically a minor scale with a flat 2. So this Phrygian Sus chord has this flat 2, and then it has a fourth instead of a third. Now, usually when we play a chord like this is called a sus4 chord because it doesn't have a third. Most chords have a third, but a sus chord has a fourth instead of the third. And that's what this chord has as well. It has a flat second, a fourth, and then a fifth and a root. Now, my suggestion for using this chord would be to use it as the one chord of a 2-5-1. So say you have a 2-5-1 in C major, D minor 7, G dominant 7, C major 7. Well, instead of playing C major 7, you could substitute and reharmonize it and play this C Phrygian Sus chord instead. So that's a nice sound. You could also do it on a minor 2-5-1. Great sound. I used this in one of my own pieces called Afternoon in Rio. So this was a 2-5-1 in E flat major, but instead of resolving to E flat major 7 as you'd expect, I substitute and play it as a Phrygian Sus chord. So this is E flat Phrygian Sus. Okay, let's take a look at the whole tone scale. Here is C whole tone scale. So, as its name implies, it's just a series of whole tones. You hear it a lot in film music, anytime someone starts to go into a dream. Well, this scale also works great in jazz. There's one chord which I like to apply this to, and that is the dominant 7 chord. So here is C dominant 7. However, for this whole tone scale to fit, we have to sharpen the 5th. So because there's no G natural in the whole tone scale, we take this G and we turn it into a C7 sharp 5 chord. Now we can play the whole tone scale and it works fine. And a nice technique I like to use with this whole tone scale is to play some patterns that are a major third. So you play a major third like this. So applied to a 2-5-1 in C major, we're going to have D minor 7, G7, and C major 7, the 1 chord. We can take this 5 chord, make it a G7 sharp 5. So here in Cry Me a River, I found a 2-5-1, and on the B flat dominant 7, I'm making it a B flat dominant 7 sharp 5, and then I'm playing this pattern using notes of B flat whole tone scale. Then resolving back to E flat major 7. Okay, let's take a look at one of my favourite slash chords. Slash chords are a type of chord voicing which you'll see sometimes in jazz standards where there's a slash in between 2 letters. The first letter specifies a triad which you play in your right hand, then there'll be a slash, and then that second letter is the bass note that you play in your left hand. So one of my favourite slash chords is C/D flat. C means a C major chord, and then we're going to play D flat in our left hand, like this. And I'm doubling up some notes here. I like to play this C major in an outer octave like this, and then the left hand I like to play in an octave as well, like this. Now we could do a sort of 2-5-1 pattern leading up to it. So if we do a minor 2-5-1 in C minor, we could do D half diminished the 2 chord, G7 the 5 chord, and then we could replace the 1 chord with this C major / D flat chord. Now if you want more exotic jazz piano sounds, well, I've put together a free piece of sheet music which goes into even more exotic jazz piano sounds. You can download that for free at the link below.